Hello, the main aim of our device is to detect retained surgical items. The following clip illustrates the need for the device.
Hello team. It's time already for the next patient's surgery procedure. I hope you are all ready for it. Let's meet in the theater room.
Hey, guys. Let's get going. I believe in all of us. It's a long one, but we've always done it. All will be good. I'll meet you there in a few. Hello once again. All set. We will be performing a hernia surgery. This is to correct and return the bulging parts of the intestine back to where they are supposed to be. The patient will be here shortly. Remember, guys, patient safety is always our priority.
The patient is here already. Let's get to work. All the best.
Well. We are almost done now. Just the stitching and we are done. It will only take a few minutes. 20 minutes or so. Let's finalize.
I'm here again. It's many responsibility to ensure that the number of surgical equipment and sponges before the procedure match to the numbers after the procedure. I'll give you the report in a few minutes. What? We got a problem, guys. We are missing a forceps and 2 surgical sponges. 3 items.
What did you say? How now?
Ooh my.
Problems and more problems. We need to count again. It's a risk if it is in the patient. That would mean internal bleedings, more time for removing items, delayed patient recovery, patient being more prone to infections. A radiograph will be necessary to locate the items inside the body. Need for more medical personnel to intervene. And much more.
First, I'll start with introducing the casing of our device. It ensures that there's no infection transfer from one patient to another. So here is the inner casing, and this one is the outer casing. So for the inner casing, we'll have this disposable sterile cover. We didn't get one, but we'll use this one for demonstration. So this paper, the device is put inside here before the procedure, and then after the procedure it's disposed. So I'll take our device and demonstrate how it will work. So you take your device, you put the sterile disposable cover. This means that the sterile disposable covers has to be bought every time, now and then. So you put your device inside the cover. Then now you can be able, the doctor will be able to scan the patient. And then after scanning, the sterile disposable cover will be removed, after which it will now be disposed. The sterile disposable covers can only be used once. Now here we have the other alternative, the outer casing. That means both the inner casing and the outer casing will be used. In this case, we won't need this handle. So it's easy to put it in. You just take your device and place it in the outer casing. This will help because the outer casing will be the one which will now be sterilized. After every procedure, the outer casing will be sterilized. So now we place this cover. Now from there, the doctor can be able to scan. So after the procedure, the outer casing will be removed and sterilized.
Before the final assembly of the device, we do some tests. So when we scan the sponges, buzzer beeps, the yellow LED glows, the LCD writes sponge detected, and we do the same for the rest of the sponges to ascertain that they are working. To demonstrate how the hybrid scanner works, we do some tests before we place the main device inside the outer casing. So the LED glows yellow, the buzzer beeps, and the LCD prints detected. Sponge detection mode. I'll scan these 4 sponges using the hybrid scanner. I turn on the sponge detection mode by pressing the button, and I'll start with the white RFID card which I've placed inside the sponge. By moving the scanner around it, the LCD writes sponge detected. The LED also glows yellow, and even with the blue RFID tag, it writes sponge detected. Metal detection mode, LCD buttons, LED output, metal detector, RFID scanner. I'll turn on the metal detection mode and I'll scan these metals here. To demonstrate, I'll use the metals which are available. I'll start with the coin, and as you can see, it has shown the light. Even the key, there is a red light to indicate metal has been detected. LCD also prints metal detected with the scissor, and now with the scalpel.
Okay, on the aspect of IoT, our main agenda is to track the number of equipment from SSD to theater before surgery, and from theater to back to SSD after the surgical operation. So on doing that, we are supposed to use Microsoft Azure, but because of challenges, we were not able to get compatible parts such as Raspberry Pi. So as a contingency plan, we are going to use the Bluetooth module and the serial monitor to show how we are going to track the number of equipment detected, equipment to be used by detecting different metals and sponges, and displaying on the serial monitor to help the health practitioner to track the number of equipment. Okay, now I want to demonstrate how you can track the number of equipment, where we'll be detecting different metals, and it will be displaying on the serial monitor for the practitioner to know. So I'm going to switch on the metal detection mode. It will write for you there that you are in the metal detection mode. So we'll detect different metals. So this is the first one, second one, the third metal, and the fourth metal. So these metals, as they have been detected, it will be displaying on the serial monitor so that the health practitioner can know how many metals have been detected, so that he can be sure of the number of equipment. Okay, similarly, we are also supposed to track the number of sponges used in a surgical operation. So in doing that, we are supposed to use RFID labels. In our case, we are going to use RFID cards and tags. I'm going to embed them inside sponges. Also embed this one. These are I'm in the sponge detection mode. So I'll try detect the first sponge, second sponge. It can also detect the card, the tag. So it will be displaying on the serial monitor so that the health practitioner can know the number of sponges used in a surgical operation. So on the Bluetooth aspect, I just want to demonstrate how we can connect the mobile application, our device, and the serial monitor. So we are using an app called Bluetooth. Start it. It will pair with our device. It's called HC My terminal. So it says Bluetooth device connected. So I'm going to send any number, for example, from the SSD department. You can say you've sent a number like 46 equipment. It will display on the device. I can also send another number. It displays 48. It will also be displaying on the serial monitor. Say, let me send a number like 12. You'll be able to print there. Number like 323. It displays on the serial monitor. So through this, an health practitioner can be notified on the number of equipment that will be sent from the SSD department for confirmation.
These are some of the features and recommendations of the device of our project. Our device may require a power backup, and we intend to use a battery of around 12 volts. And also, we recommend to have more advanced RFID modules and metal detectors to improve its sensitivity, since we used the less sensitive modules due to the financial constraints. Also, we recommend that we have printed circuit boards so as to reduce the cost of the whole system and to replace the extensive use of the electronic components. Also, we recommend the use of a Wi-Fi module, since the Wi-Fi module should be used to improve or replace the Bluetooth module, which currently share the information regarding the number of equipment received. In achieving the objectives of our project, we encountered some of the challenges, and these challenges include economical constraints. That is, our team exhausted our personal resources in achieving the goals of our project. It took us a lot of time trying to find the financial support from other sources, and this derailed some of the project activities. Also, we were unable to acquire all the electronic components needed for the project. Thus, some functions of the IoT, that's the Internet of Things, were not achieved as originally planned. The major challenge that due to the pandemic, the team members were physically separated to different locations following the closure of the school. This made it hard to commit to teamwork and difficult to run the project errands normally.